that and the cobblestone underneath here, and I've got them laying face down against some wax paper. We're going to go ahead and start gluing these so we can get these out of the way. I'm using Aleene's tacky glue. You want me to do? I'm going to put it on the paper. Experiment number 2. Yes, I've been experimenting with different techniques, different strategies. This way I don't have to worry about any cork mess by putting it on the paper. You know what? I should probably put it here, so if there's any over, like if my Mark I applicator goes over, it'll be okay. It'll be on the cork. So what we learned is this paper absorbs water really easily, so you have to be very careful about how much glue you put on. Yeah, it's absorbing this glue super fast. Paying particular attention to the outer edge. Yeah, they didn't do any better. It's doing the same thing. You can see how it's bubbling up and wrinkling. Okay. So I'm using a paper towel to kind of apply some pressure to get rid of those bubbles. Not going to get rid of all of them. Okay, so we're going to lay this tile face down on top of wax paper, and I'm going to be sure to put some pressure on it. These trees should have some pressure. This wood. Okay. All right, now what I had been doing is applying the glue directly to the cork. one advantage of applying it directly to the cork is the cork's not going to buckle or bend or warp, and the paper won't because it's not touching the glue until you apply it. And then as soon as you apply it, you just apply pressure. So it, hopefully, when I reveal all those other tiles, hopefully they will have pressed out. If not, we'll have to work on them a little bit. Alright, so let's get some glue specifically along all the edges. And all throughout the center of the paper. Okay. Yeah, if you're watching this live stream for the first time, welcome to the stream. I build models and terrain and also play computer games on this live stream. I just figured tonight, since I'm working on this, I'd go ahead and share it with you guys. Plus, I was going to record it anyway and upload it to YouTube, but instead of having to worry about all that, we could just live stream it. All right. In the corner. Getting rid of any air bubbles, any excess glue that might not need to be there. Face down on the wax paper. Now let's apply some good old pressure to that. What do I have that's heavy? That microphone's heavy. This is fairly heavy. There we go. I got one more, but nowhere to put it. I do believe it goes right there. We're gonna, oh, I can just play it right here on this thing. Well, I don't want to do that because yeah, I don't want to do that. This is what we'll do. Lay it right down on top of that tile. All right. Something that might have worked a little bit better for this is spray adhesive. I could have sprayed it, put the paper on. I probably wouldn't have any issue with bubbling or wrinkling or anything like that. But not sure about that. because I'm applying it to cork, remember the glue that I'm moving around with my finger does pick up a little piece of the cells of the cork itself. It feels like little stones. They're not really stones, but that's what they feel like, and that's what I call them. So if you feel that you picked up a stone, go ahead and take it off of the map, because you don't want it poking a hole through your paper. Or I should say, I don't want it poking a hole through my paper. There's the stone. Let's get rid of that. There we go. And that's another reason why you might want to use your finger instead of like a paintbrush, because you can feel those stones where with a paintbrush you wouldn't be able to feel anything. Okay, everything's picked up. All the stones, that is. Let's put this. Ooh, I almost put it face down. That would have been crazy, huh? Line it up with the board edges. Apply some pressure to get it to lay flat. Get rid of any of this excess glue around the edges. Lay this flat right on that wax paper. And apply some pressure. There we go. All right. That's all of the cobblestones we're going to do in Arnhem. I might use these cobblestones for other projects. Well, I definitely am. I'm probably going to do it for the Son Bridge scenario. But I'm going to go ahead and put these off to the side and use these later. All right. Now I'm kind of curious about these other cobblestones. The cobblestone roads that I just added the tile to, I'm going to be adding stones to. Just like this road I'm going to be adding stones to. But let's go ahead, let's do this piece first. Just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Watered down glue right there, right here, and we're going to apply that glue along the edge, and if it gets onto the cobblestone area, that's perfectly fine. I actually kind of do want a little of over splashage. Not a whole lot, but I do want some. Specifically on the end of the road, I do want some over splashage. Really? Okay. I might have it a little bit too watery. I shot for like a 60-40 water to glue, but I think I might have gone about 70-30. There you go, and I just did like a little bit of a whoosh. Okay. Coated. Man, I need a paper towel. Okay, something to catch my spillage. Oh, this thing's never been used before. I'm gonna need to peel that. Do that. I'm going to use the actual sifter. Normally I use my finger and I sprinkle, but in this case I'm going to use the actual scenic sifter. Why not, right? Get it right on all that stuff where I applied the glue. I'm laying it on a little heavy. There you go. And then what I normally do is, you can see the liquid kind of coming through, right? That just tells me that I need to apply a little bit heavier load there, wherever the wetness is shining through. Ooh, I like this gravel. I'm using fine ballast, the gray blend. The blend is because it has like white and medium gray in there, like a light gray and a medium gray. I think that's pretty cool looking. And it matches the cobblestones that I was using. See? Yeah. Okay, so normally what I do is I take this and I set it off to the side and let it dry without shaking anything off. And I just have to be careful not to drop gravel all over the place. Boop, there we go. Okay, now I'm trying to remember which one I did first. And a couple of them are full tables. Like, I think this one is. Yeah, that's the full thing. No, it's not. It's not the full thing. Okay, I'm going to take a damp paper towel. So, cleaned off that a little bit. Now I'm going to take that glue again. And I'm going to brush it on this edge. And again, I do want to get it on the paper a little bit. I'm overlapping the edge of the paper and the potholes, whatever potholes there might be. There is one right there. And it doesn't have to be straight on the paper. I'm trying to go a little bit crooked. I should just leave that. I should leave that open instead of shutting it. And let's sprinkle. There we go. And then I'm going to take this piece, set it off to the side. Okay, this is a full tile, so we're not going to put any gravel on it at all. I'm just going to apply some weight. Give it some pressure. Here we go. Yeah, I really need to let these dry a little bit, maybe 30 minutes or so before I continue. So what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream right here as part 2, and then we're going to resume with part 3 where we're going to be doing more of the gravel. I'm going to give this time to dry, maybe about 30 minutes. All right, I'll see you then.